A growing number of developing countries are investing in their poor people through social safety nets to improve the livelihoods of billions of poor and vulnerable people. Yet around 55% of the world's poor, or 773 million people with acute needs, still lack safety net coverage, especially in low-income countries. A new report by the World Bank shows that continued investments by the Kenyan government in poor people through cash transfers, better health services, and education has to a great extent not only contributed to reducing the levels of inequality, but also fostered income-generating activities.
Amazing global trend right now that is happening in country after country after country. It's almost a revolution that governments are investing directly in people, especially the poor and vulnerable, through cash transfers or broader forms of social safety nets. And what has spurred this revolution has been the growing evidence that these programs work.
The report indicates that direct investments in poor people, which cost less than 2% of the country's GDP, has doubled over the last 3 years. These have seen the World Bank recommend that Kenya, being among the leading third world countries to have invested in social safety net programs, could benefit from more investments in the poor with programs such as bi-monthly cash transfer to people with disabilities and opening up investment opportunities for those living in slums.
So why is it that these amazing things happen when you give small, regular and predictable payments to the poor? It's because the poor live day to day. They live with very, very large uncertainties. That predictability of payments makes it so that the poor feel that they can assure themselves that they can indeed invest in their children, invest in livestock, invest in riskier but more productive forms of farming, because they know that if it doesn't pan out, they don't have to sell their livestock, put their children out of school, deny themselves or their family's health care. That is the key ingredient of the magic that these small payments are wreaking across the continent of Africa and indeed across the world.
The report notes that safety net programs have on average helped to reduce the poverty gap in third world countries by 15%. Nicholas Ndwati, Business Insight.